Hi, I'm Jackie Partridge. My website is www.jackiepartridge.com. If you want exclusive video content, you can join my mailing list at www.jackiepartridge/shop, where you can sign up and I will send you exclusive video acrylic painting tutorials every few months, as well as some other great resources and goodies for signing up and being a member. So today I'm just going to share some quick and easy tips for beginners with acrylic painting. So the first tip is about cleaning your paint brushes. The second tip is about retightening a canvas that might have dents or bumps in it because of how it was stored, or sometimes if you buy a package of canvases, there's one or two that might be a little dented or bumpy and the canvas isn't super tight and nice. And the last tip is going to be about restoring some dried, semi-dried acrylic paint and what you can do. Here, this corner has a little dip kind of dent in it, so it's not a super perfect canvas. It's not super nice. If I was giving this away as a gift or selling it, I wouldn't want to, just because the quality isn't 100% there. And this happens a lot through either storing canvases, whether the store is storing them before you purchase them, or if you're ordering them and they're being shipped, or even you're storing them. You need to make sure that you're storing them properly, you're storing them upright, stacking them so that they don't get damaged, but sometimes they still do. So you can use a spray bottle and spray the back of the canvas, and then when the water dries, it will retighten and help to re-stretch the canvas. This only works if the dents and bumps are minor. If they're really bad, you might have to take the staples out and re-stretch it yourself. And this is a store-bought canvas. It's not one that I have stretched myself, but if you stretch and build your own canvases, you can do this as well, just to quickly tighten it up. So you don't want to add too much water, just kind of coat it in the areas where there are a lot of dents, which usually end up being the corners or in the middle. And then you're just going to let that dry and it will go back to being nice and tight later on. So for this tip, we have our brushes that are dirty, they haven't been washed properly, and we have dish soap. It doesn't matter what brand of dish soap you're using, but I find dish soap works the best. You could also use hand soap, but dish soap really cuts away the grease and the grime a lot better. So it's important to really properly clean your brushes, because if you're not taking care of them, over time they're going to dry out and you'll actually have the bristles not be able to bend and to flex, and they'll just kind of be dried, clumped together, which is no good. So you'll end up buying new brushes and replacing your brushes a lot more. Generally, I find that synthetic brushes, which are made more of plastic fibers, are easier to clean and maintain versus a natural hairbrush. This is made from like hog hair, so this is a lot harder to clean. It's more of a stiffer brush as well, but you definitely want to make sure that you're using more soap and cleaning with soap each time, especially if you're using natural hair brushes. So what you're going to do is you're just going to take your hand and you're going to pour a dollop of soap in it, and then you can just do this one at a time, but you're going to swirl the brush around in your hand. Make sure that you're getting near the base as well, because that's where a lot of pigment gets built up. So you're not going to go hard and you're not going to like bend the bristles in half or jab or stab. I'm just kind of moving around in a circular motion. And once you've got enough soap under there, then you can take it to the sink and rinse it out. And we're just gonna do the same with our other brushes. So again, I'm not like scrunching up the bristles. I'm just kind of making sure that I'm getting down in the base. And you're gonna watch your soap turn more dirty and really absorb all of that paint buildup. And if you have a lot of brushes, then you probably want to repeat this a couple of times. And then do the same with this natural hair brush. So again, really dig in and make sure you get the base, get the tips as well. Just keep kind of swirling it around like you're painting your hand. And then once we rinse it off in the sink, they're going to be as good as new. So sometimes your paint dries out a little bit and it becomes sticky and it loses some of its moisture, like this paint. You can see that it's not as smooth and as nice. So instead of just throwing it out, you can add a little bit of extra water to it just with a fine detail brush. And then you can kind of mix it up, and it has more of that original consistency that it once did. And the reason I'm using a detail brush is because I don't want to add too much water that it becomes like a water paint or too liquidy. Now this paint is a lot better to use. It has that consistency that regular paint has, and I'm not wasting paint. So this is the canvas that we did before. It's not completely dry, but the dent in the middle is gone, and it's noticeably a lot better just by spraying it with water. Once it dries completely, the corners should look better as well. But thank you again for watching this video. I hope you liked my 3 tips in acrylic painting for beginners. Have a great day.